Hey, it's Danish from Local Niche Marketing. This GoHighLevel new feature can prospect while you sleep. And in this video, we are going to see how you can build different agents in order to automate your prospecting with this new feature that is prospecting AI. So, in order to enable it, you have to go to your agency view and then click prospecting, right? And under the prospecting, if you are you have paid a subscription that is $29 for this, then you are going to select a sub account, right, in which you can add particular contact, and also from there you can also enable the setting in which you can call the contact inside the workflow. That is all being done if you have paid a subscription. For this video, we are just going to create an agent and see what kind of different settings that you can do in order to prospect better and reach more people, right? So you have to go to the prospect AI section, and in order to build your prospecting AI agent, you have to click on new AI agent, and you can give a name here. Then you have to tell what kind of specialty your agent has, what your target audience is. For example, in our case, that is a construction company. Um, and your targeting location is, for example, Florida City. And that's it, right? Prospect assigned to this agent, that is 12, right? And prospect generation schedule, you can select weekly or monthly. This will enable it to work a restart on weekly basis, and this will enable it to restart at monthly basis. Which day the agent should run each month, you can select first week, second week, whatever suits your business. And then this is the focused hunting, right? Wider hunting, and then the custom hunting. It's just, I have seen that there are certain filters that changes when you select focused hunting. So focused hunting totally selects in the filters that the prospect has no website, Google business profile ratings is below 3, and conversion rate is above 80%. When you select wider hunting, then you can see website is any GBB ratings, and conversion rate is above 50%. Custom, you can also do it whatever you want just by selecting different filters from here, and there we go. So let's just stick to focused hunting, as you know, all these filters can get us a client quickly. Save and continue. Now these are the things that you are going to select for the report creation, right? So when a prospect is eager to have a report from your side, then you have already built this report inside your Go High Level prospecting tool, and then you just have to email this report to particular prospect. So for this purpose, we can select all of these, right? SEO analysis is a premium feature. Website performance is a premium feature. So once you pay $29, everything will be unlocked, right? This is the lead enrichment. That is where you are going to find the email address, actually the point of contact for this particular business. And by selecting it, it can research it, and also it is also giving you an option whether you want to create 2 or 3 point of contacts by using the prospect AI. And also this is also a premium feature that once the contact is researched, then save the new prospects to contacts, and you have to select a sub account, right? So for this, it's not a premium, or we have not paid any subscription. However, we are going to also let you know how to do this uh, in later in this video. So once that is created, we have two agents working across different niches. One is chiropractic and one is construction company, right? Now, this is the widget section where you have to create a landing page, some sort of landing page, and the widget can, I think, the widget can somehow interact with the lead. This is the report builder section. You have the if you have paid a subscription, then you can customize your report. This is the analytics, and these are the settings, right? Now, if I go to the all accounts, and if I want to add a new prospect, then um, for example, we are looking for construction companies, right? And our location is Florida City, right? And we are going to click search. So it is going to give all the companies related to construction in 5 kilometer radius, that is 3.1 miles, right? So here it is. So you can see their online presence. I think that the it is also giving you a conversion rate, that is, that is how much percentage the lead is going to convert, right? And this is the highest because it has no reviews, right? And if you want to add this inside our prospect list, you just have to add and select categories if you can. If you Obviously, this is not a paid feature. I'm using a unpaid or unsubscribed version of Prospect AI that has limited the functionalities. However, you can see that if you have paid, then you have the ability to add this to a pipeline, add a point of contact for this business, and run a marketing audit report. So if I click on add prospect, so it will be added inside my agency view. And in order to see that particular business, I can click on that. So show report. And you also can create a report. So this currently is creating a report inside the Go High Level Prospecting AI. And while it is doing it, I can also let you guys see this report because I've already created one for another business. So if I click on view report, so here it is, right? There are certain insights like website performance, local SEO audit. All these can be enabled if you have subscribed for this particular program. For my case, I have not, so I'm not using it. But however, all of these things are mainly related to SEO side of things, right? If you want to send a marketing report that is only related to managing their ad account or managing their media buying process, then I think this is not really great. However, if you are selling Go High Level as an agency, then this tool can help you prospect better and automate your prospecting with the help of different integrations. So you can see chat widget on website is not there, review replies is not set up, website hosting. Um, so all the red crosses are telling the business owner that, hey, this is a problem you need to fix, right? Techno stack analysis, Google Tag Manager is not there, Google Analytics Pixel is there, Google Ads Pixel is not there, Facebook Pixel is not there. So overall, you can see this particular business looks like it's not interested in any sort of advertisement because they don't have a Facebook pixel. There is no pixel for Google Ads, and the tag manager is also not there. So that is a strong case for pitching this business for managing their ads or maybe starting to advertise on Facebook or Google, right? Google business profile, it's everything looks great. Listing, you can also pitch listing. Um, that is the citations for the local SEO side of things. Um, there are inconsistencies across their business name, address, phone number, and you can see it can also give you the platforms that the inconsistencies are there. For example, Facebook, there is no match for business name, address, and phone number. And you can also start using all this information to pitch different clients. So you can also see there are the examples of negative reviews. You can also pitch them different services related to only getting the 5-star reviews, right? And that's it. I think page speed is there. Page health report is also there. Should fix, consider fixing 6 pass test. So overall, to me, it looks like more towards the SEO side of the business instead of managing their paid advertisement. However, you can get a idea of people who have not embedded any particular tags for conversion tracking, and it can become a strong lead for your business. So, and once you have created this report, you can also send this particular report to the person by using share. You can add a point of contact, right? Share this report, and you can copy this link and you can paste it inside the email or message, anything you want to do. You can also disable any section if you want, and this can recreate the report for the sections you have added. And one thing I want to make sure that you see is that once the report and the prospect is created, you can add this particular to your sub account. For example, in our case, it's local niche marketing. You see, confirm and pay option is there because this is not a paid subscription. And also, you can um, push leads to contacts, outreach, or trigger workflows. Again, if the contact is created through Prospect AI, you can add different actions to this, right? So let's see how the workflow will look like for the prospecting, right? So if I go to the automation, so here is the documentation for this whole prospecting AI. So in workflows, you can see the prospect generated, right? And the prospect conversion score. And that is really great. You can add filters, right? For example, prospect conversion score is greater than 60, then you're going to send the email sequence, or you are going to set an Instagram DM to particular lead. And that is really great because you can utilize whole outreach, right? For example, on the digital landscape, for example, if you have a prospect list that is being generated by your agent, Elisa, in our case, then that particular agent, after researching, can push this contact to our workflow. And from there, we have set up different actions because of that particular trigger and based on different filters criteria that we have set. So we can create a workflow from scratch. So here it is, right? So we can add a trigger that is the prospect generated. So that is the trigger for uh, if you are utilizing the whole tool and you have paid for it. There is the filters again, conversion score, prospect source. For conversion score, select operator greater than 60. There is another filter that we can select. Prospect source is any of, you can type. AI in-app widget, say trigger. So here it is. And then you can start doing a lot of different actions inside your workflow. And this is how you're going to automate your prospecting and outreach with the help of GoHighLevel. It's way better than different renowned or famous tools such as Apollo and other lead generation tools, because in $29 it is giving you unlimited access of prospecting, outreaching, and there are making reports. So if you compare it with other tools, then I think this is a go-to for different agencies, or if different businesses, right? Local businesses can also prospect using this beautiful tool. If you need help setting this up for your agency or your business, you can contact us. Everything is going to be mentioned in the description of the video. Until the next video,